visual. I see it all.
What's good, my people? It's your host, Visual. We are live on IC Web3. And today, my guest is Idamis Fuenmayor. She is the lead of the project Kimeras in STEM. How you doing, Idamis?
Hey, Visual. How are you today?
I am so good.
I'm so glad to be here with you. Thank you so much for inviting me to your space. I'm more than happy to be here. So thank you. So much.
Yes, excited to talk to you. When I first came across your project in the Twitter space, I was like, hey, this is cool. I dig it. So I'm very excited to talk to you. My first question right off the top. So this is IC Web3, and I want to know, how do you see Web3?
Oh my God, that's a kind of, it's a little bit complicated, but I will try to explain a little bit how I see. So most of the companies and everyone is trying to be engaged from the Web 2.0 to Web 3.3. Let's say that the physical portion, which is Web 2.0, is what we currently have right now, right? It's basically the interaction that we have with the internet and most of the most popular company like Google. So right now, this is we call the revolution of the third revolution of the internet. So everyone's and everybody is like, this is the future. This is something that is happening right now, and that's gonna stop, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. I see it 100%. It is the future, and I'm so excited to be part of it. Tell me, what are the different ways that you're involved right now in Web3?
Okay, so I involve a lot with Web3. So basically, I'm participating in all the related to the Web3, with the blockchain, with the NFT world, cryptocurrency. So right now, I do have my own NFT project, which is basically focuses on empowering women in STEM careers, women who are already in a STEM career like me. This is the kind of an history background, my multiple STEM. I am a multiple STEM woman, and basically, so I create an NFT project that it pretends, or our primary mission is to bring, or trying to help build the bridge or close the gap of gender of women, of participation of women in the STEM careers, tech careers, and trying to engage more women, trying to help women with our funds, and trying to educate it. So we bring in awareness and education for more women to participate in the Web3, and the building the metaverse. Because if you try to separate all those concepts, it's not kind of possible, right? Everything, all those concepts around the Web3 is together.
Yeah. 100%. Could you tell me the moment that you remember when you said that you wanted to be part of Web3?
Yes. So I remember last year, around, I don't know, I cannot remember honestly right now, last year, I just started investigating about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And I started, thinking and investigating about the mining thing. So I was like, oh, what is that? What is exactly the mining thing? And I was investigating about those hardware, how to mine the Ethereum, which is super powerful. And after the investigation, I noticed that there was something like requires to be changing the hardware every period of time, every 3 or 4 years. The power supply is like a crazy, you need a super power to connect those devices. And I started investigating, like I said, all those concepts with Ethereum, blockchain, and I heard about the NFTs when the Bored Ape Club bring that. They were like a very popular at that time. They were minting. They were real successful NFT project. And I say, okay, let me start investigating what is that exactly. Non-fungible token means, and how you can become, right, like creating your own project and how you can start doing or bringing some participation for your community as well, how you can be like part of their community if you own a token or one of those NFT, how you can be part of the, it was exactly the moment when I realized, okay, say, well, I would like to create my own NFT project as well. And that's the way how I started doing my own one.
I love it. So tell me, so far in the world of Web3, what has your experience been like? And from your experience, what would you like everybody that's listening to learn from that?
Okay, so basically, like I said, it's a little bit complicated explaining to everyone without using like the technical explanation, because we have to some people, they ask what is exactly Web 3.0 means, right? We have to compare, we have to say, well, let's explain first what is Web 3 1.0. Web 1.0, Web 2.0, Web 3.0. What is the difference between? Why is called the third revolution of the internet, right? So some people get confused, and which basically means Web 3, we don't need the middleman. We don't need anymore that server for Google or I don't know, probably one of those big data center that basically they keep our information, the interaction between the end user and the the from of the servers. So I would like to say that this is amazing, and this is a really good opportunity, because what happened is, so with the Web3, with the blockchain, everything's gonna be moved more like a private. Our data, our information, a credit card account, our credit score, everything's gonna be no behind those normal like a company that they keep our information to sell out our information. This is how it works, right? So right now with the Web3, you can be more safety your information, and participating on it, people can be engaged in multiple ways. For example, let's talk about the blockchain engineers. Let's talk about the Solidity engineers. Let's talk about the people who design, or who could be start learning about how design the metaverse, for example, or people who wants to, they are already artists from the physical, let's say artists from the Web 2.0, they can be, or they can move from the physical world to the the let's say the oh my god, I forgot that
the digital
the digital art, so participating, there's 1,000 options available how people can start. The thing is, the primary I would like to say is how you can be part of the Web3. Oh my god, it depends who wants to be, how you would like to participate in Web3, but there is a lot of options right now available.
Definitely. You mentioned the differences in the different, like Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. When you first heard Web 3 or something, like, were you like, what are they talking about? Like, did you understand it right away, or was it something that you felt it was hard for you to understand?
Definitely no, but it's say, it's say, what is that? Let me read about it. And right now there is no definition. Okay, let's say there's some concepts. If you Google what is a Web3 means, there's not a concept 100% established that it can define what is exactly Web 3.0. Early 2006, they were the first mention when somebody was so disappointed about for security reasons, especially, about our data or our information, how those information, with the AI, some people can manipulate, our information, sell out. So they start talking about the mentioning about the Web 3.0 and how it can be a huge benefit for us to keep safe our personal information. So I googled and that's why. So basically, the interaction would be directly with the blockchain and the end user. So you can allow your information, and that that one is not going to be storage in any data center. So, which is amazing, right? It's kind of safety, and it's going to be public and not public, somehow. But for example, Twitter right now, we have there's an option to use instead of use PFP, to use your NFT, which is connected to a wallet. So that's that way that I can see they're starting to, trying to track who you are, who is belong to the public address wallet. So there is a, like I say, that's too early to say something like 100% accurate information right now.
Sure.
I'm learning at the same time, and this is interesting. Definitely something that is only like I think it's 16% of the people around the world is in this world right now, the NFT and blockchain and all the technology that's going on right now.
That's crazy to think that, like we're so early that we're still like trying to figure it out, what the definitions are, what this means, what that is. I think that's the best part about it. It's so much fun to meet other people that are learning with you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's exciting about it, and it's awesome. And as you come across something, other people are coming across it, you bounce off of each other, you learn from each other, and it's awesome. I love it. And that takes me to my next question. So being part of Web3, you have your project going on, you're learning, you're figuring things out. What are some of the challenges that you face so far?
Oh my God, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Definitely a lot, because like I said, most of the people, English is not my primary language. So to understand, or in English is where you can find so far more information about the Web 3.0 and NFTs and all the kind of stuff. And definitely I think the English is going to be the first challenge that I have been trying to participate in the spaces, trying to be engaged with people, building the community. And basically if I want to talk about more my project and the challenges of my project, trying to engage women, because we are less than 5%. We represent a little, like a small niche and the NFT spaces as well, and the Web3 and the tech and all the areas that include women is a lot. My project is a woman-led project. But however, I have been like I have been good feedback from males. I have been accepted in the space and say how interesting, especially because I'm Latina. I'm from Venezuela. And definitely, they have been like, oh, it's so nice to have you, we can see the participation of women in those spaces. They're trying to be engaged, they're trying to be learning like you. And definitely is something that's really nice. But gender, language, trying to find someone who is, you can trust, because honestly, to create your own project, it requires to be multitasking. You must have all the not everything 100%, like for example, if you are an artist, you can do your art, but definitely you need to know about technologies, about how you can create your own website. If you don't know, you have to hire someone who can do for you, designing your website or creating like a for example, I don't know, your own Discord, which it requires for in order to have your community as well. So there is multiple options, multiple multitasking thing that you must handle a little bit to get successful. Definitely OpenSea, a lot of concept.
So much piled on that we gotta try to figure out. I think even as a collector, I'm like, oh my God, there's so much I have to learn, so much I have to dig through, so much I have to find out. Like you said, you got to be able to trust what you're getting into. So I can only imagine as a creator how much harder that is, because there's more levels to it. Obviously, you have a project, you got people depending on you that are waiting for it to come out, and you have a big responsibility. So I commend you for that. That's awesome. That's awesome. So speaking of your project, tell us some more details about it. Tell us what to expect, what it's about, and anything else that you might want us to know about the project?
Sure. Okay, so our project, which is we called Kimeras in STEM, NFT project. So our project, as I mentioned before, focuses on empowering women in STEM or tech careers. So why we call Kimeras? So what is exactly Chimera means, right? There's some people asked before. Well, basically we put that name because Chimeras in Greek means something impossible. It's the it's something that is a combination of two more things that in the Greek they mention something like a head of a lion with a snake's tail with go two heads. So that's basically something impossible, or represent multitasking, multiple things at the same time. And this is basically what I represent in my art. So what I'm representing is a woman who can be in a STEM, high demand of STEM careers, right? And at the same time is a mother, as a wife, you have to, keep your house, keep your children. Sometimes you have to take care when they're sick. So there's my art, there's my project. And what I want to do is, so basically we want to empower women. We want to dedicate 25% of our funds to help increase the participation of women, empowering women to taking courses. For example, we're trying to engage Udemy, which is one of the most famous platform that can provide courses online. So you can start learning very early and you can start working in the tech careers, in the Solid developers career, which is really good opportunity right now. There is around, you can be in multiple spaces, and spaces they're asking all the time for Solid developers, because that's the language that is used for to build the smart contract, with what you need to basically for your NFT.
Awesome. I love it. I'm excited about the project. I can't wait. I'm excited to be part of it, and I want to try to mint as many as I can and show them off to everybody, put them all over Twitter and be like, look what I got. I love it. Because especially I'm a father of 4 girls. Okay, so yes, 4 girls. And it's so exciting to me because the NFTs in general, I'm an artist, I make music, and I always loved art. So when I was able to discover NFTs and I started collecting them, I was like, wow, it's so much fun. Like, I'm having a lot of fun collecting NFTs because I love art. I love supporting artists. I love supporting projects that mean something to me and that are more than just good art. And, for you to have a project like this, like, I gravitated to it right away. I was like, okay, woman-led, Latina-led. I was like, I'm sold. That's it. I'm in there. I'm all over it. So I love it. I told my daughters about it. They're like, that sounds so cool. They're excited. So I might have to get one for each of them and one for myself. So I'm gonna try to do my best to get as many as I can. So I love it. I'm very excited about it.
Awesome. I'm so excited as well. And now that you mentioned that about your girls, 4 girls, I do. My daughter, she's 8 years old. And that's part of, let's say I'm trying to help to have children in the NFT. So it's so important they start learning early, because they're the future, right?
Yes, 100%.
They should participate in the safety way and, start learning about the blockchains, all the technology. And my daughter, with only 8 years old, she had been with me, like, watching and what I'm doing. And she had been asking, and she created her own NFT project.
Awesome.
And she meant like 2 weeks ago in OpenSea, she created her own project she called Little Pips Club. She's so excited about it. She's learning.
That's
she's
so
a little
cool.
Chimera. She's being inspired by mom, because children they will do exactly what they watching their parents doing. So that's important that
that's
they
awesome.
be participating as well. Right now.
I love that. That's so cool. 8-year-old NFT artist. I love it. That's awesome. All right. Well, look, on that note, we're going to take a little quick break, and then we're going to jump back into our final questions. And that's going to be the gas round. And gas, we wanted to move fast. So we're going to blow right through those questions. My people will be right back.
Hi, we're the Z Twins, and we want you to check out our family website, phrazeme.com. That's PHRAZE me.com. We make cool designs for your home and your clothing. Our mom, our dad, and even our sisters make special designs just for you. When you're purchasing your first item, we want you to enter the code ZTWIN so that way you can get a 15% discount off of your first purchase. Don't forget that's phrazeme.com. Thank you.
All right, my people, we're right back here on IC Web3. I'm your host, Visual. I'm with Idamis, and we are getting into the gas round. So, Idamis, let's do this right now.
Let's do it.
What is your biggest challenge as an artist?
Okay, I want to be honest. I'm not an artist, okay? Our art was created for an amazing woman. She's in Ukraine. She's located right there. So I gave to her the entire idea behind the Kimeras, and I was able to, gave to her some ideas representing the STEM tools and household tools, and she was able to create, and we worked together. But
awesome.
Yeah, so basically she was creating and I was approving, right? That's why this is how Kimeras born.
Yeah,
a couple months ago, like 2 months ago, we finished our art.
Okay, sounds good. How about as a collector? What is your biggest challenge?
Trying to find the right project, a nice project with a nice utilities, because in the end of the day you have to match a project that can give you, right? Because if you want to invest in an NFT, so the intention 100% is going to have a really nice collection that can give you like I said, an utility in the end. Right?
Sure. Exactly. All right, and how about your biggest strength? What is your biggest strength as a collector?
Okay, so I try to check out the collections that, for example, the woman-led collection. Right now, for example, today, Woman Tribe, they are minting. I think the last time what I saw, they're selling out, I think 60% of the collection, which is amazing. They are empowering woman-led project as well. That's what I'm trying to, be selecting those primary projects. Another thing is, a collection that has a really nice utility. More focuses on for example, charities, trying to help a woman, and for educations, for collections that trying to help children, for example, that's the collection that definitely I would go straight and be part of their community.
Nice, awesome. Tell me, what are you looking forward to the most in Web3?
Oh my God, Web3. I would like to have definitely. Let's talk about the Web3 building a really nice metaverse, for example, right? The creation of the software that we can give a better or build a better metaverse for, a helpful software, trying to help students for education, or having more people able to work from home, for example, because that is definitely something that impact in a positive way to the environment. Trying to help building something that can be used in a positive way. That's what I expect, and definitely something like it's gonna make easy for people to interact with the blockchain.
Awesome. Do you have something that you do every day, like a habit or a routine that keeps you focused on everything, on your goals?
Yes, definitely. Right now, for example, our Discord channel is handled by us 100%.
Okay.
And I do have my real job as well, right? Let's say my real job. So I dedicated, for example, 2 hours in the morning to get everything ready, respond to messages in our Discord, collect the the public address wallet that have been, people have been doing whitelist in our Discord, trying to be engaged with the community spaces and that kind of stuff, and creating every day a plan to be updated and to give the updated to our community. And that's why I try to create like a balance to keep like I say, the Kimera life, which is between, your real job, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
The NFT project and like I said, everything that you need to handle at the same time in order to get your project successful.
Awesome. Okay. Sounds good. Do you have a favorite app or software or maybe something else that you use for Web3 that makes things easier for you?
For example, yesterday we finished our smart contract, right? We were testing and different ways to make sure that everything is successful when in the meantime. And for example, Remix is one of those it's one of the my favorite software, because you can see how your smart contracts built, and that's kind of super helpful for me, and that's why I have been focusing right now, because we were working and spending time in our smart contract to make sure everything is gonna be running perfectly at that time. And what another one software, that's it.
That's it? Okay.
Right,
yeah, I like that. I never heard of that one. I gotta check that out. You say it's called Remix, right?
Remix, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. All right, Idamis, so we're wrapping up right now. I just want to know if you have any final words for everybody listening, you have something to say, and also please make sure you let us know where we could find you, your website, any social media, anything else that you want to add in.
Yes, I would like to say that right now it's super early. If you're watching this video, if you're hearing what I'm saying, I would like to recommend you starting now, because this is the future. It's not gonna stop. It's not going to anywhere. It's gonna happen right now, and guarantee 100% that everything is moving so fast. So it's time to start learning and see how you can fit yourself in the Web3, and how you can be, and how can be that one is a benefit for you, right? Benefits for you. And so I do have my Twitter account, which is linked with our Discord channel, and our website as well. Our website is connected with my LinkedIn profile, personal LinkedIn. So my Twitter account is at Kimeras in STEM. So if you give us a follow, I would really appreciate that. And there's how you can find our link to connect with our community.
There you go. Make sure you guys are following Kimeras in STEM. This is Idamis Fuenmayor of Kimeras in STEM. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And definitely, I'm here. If you need anything, if there's any way that I can help out, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to support you guys in any way possible. Thank you once again for the time, and my people. This is IC Web3. I'm your host, Visual. Until next time, peace, blessings, and hundreds of lessons.
Visual, thank you so much for inviting me one more time. I'm so happy to be part of your community, Visual. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you once again. Peace, y'all.